And welcome to the channel. It's 23:05. It's 5 minutes past 11, and it is I've no idea. Ah, right. So the 7th was Thursday, wasn't it? So it must be this. It must be the 8th. It must be the 8th of. It must be the 8th of October. Right, so I'm getting ready to get in the van, I'm locking the door, the house, and his little terrier was barking like fuck from quite far away. And he comes after me, sort of. So I turned round and it stopped. Yeah, it's like difficult. What do you do? His name was Diesel, so the owners were behind. You know, like I'm not a dog expert by any means, right? You know, but you know, you're not looking after your dog properly. You know, I know that. Oh well, why didn't you just pat it? Or why didn't you just, well, I don't know. I don't know the dog. I don't know anything. I don't know the people. So there's a couple, and they were walking it, and that is not on. You know, you shouldn't. I wouldn't allow. If I was walking Charlie, I wouldn't allow him to do that. You know, I would have him on the lead. If I thought that that's what he was going to do, I would have him on the lead. But I kind of got, so I didn't say anything because I didn't want to. Like. But it's all, a lot of people like that. It's never their fault, is it? It's always everybody else's fault. And it's not good for the dog. That's the problem. You know, it's not in the dog's interest to be like that, because you just don't know what's going to happen. You know. There you go. I just find it annoying that people can't control their dogs, and then you know, like. Really, they should have apologised. You know, I'm sorry, my dog's running up your drive. So, well, I suppose that's, you know, it doesn't really happen that often. But obviously, we now know the dog's called Diesel. It's just you've got to train it properly, and I'm not Barbara Woodhouse by any means, right? But I strongly believe that you should be in control of your dog, and it shouldn't be running random like that. It shouldn't run up somebody's drive. It shouldn't be barking at somebody like that. Some random stranger. I'm in my own property. I mean, how would they like it if I fucking stabbed it or something? They wouldn't, would they? But I mean, that's the thing, you just don't know what sort of nutters are around. So I was fucking irritating. It's a pity because I actually do film things all the time, don't I? And I was putting stuff in the van, getting ready to leave. And well, obviously, when I sort of turned round, it obviously must have thought, right. But what happens if you're scared of dogs? I mean, I'm not scared of dogs. But what happens if you are? It's not fair on somebody in their own property, some freaking numpty with a dog that they can't control. Fucking control it, you know? Get on a freaking lead. You know, you're in a built up area. Get on a fucking lead. It fucks me right off. Oh. Got the national speed limit applies sign right here. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, some people are just a bunch of dummies. Yeah. Maybe I should get my own dog. What else going on down here? Do you know, I think I might just video all the way in. I don't get a lot of views, but, well, you know. What's this, roadworks? It's like it, doesn't it? Yeah, so it's been feeling really fucking grim the last few days, so feeling a bit better now. Couldn't be bothered doing this. Have you got everything? Ah, you have. And here we are. So the weather forecast seems to be okay for tomorrow. There was a slight sign of maybe 17% or something by 11 o'clock tomorrow. So the world is dangerous, you know, it's a fucking dangerous world. Fucking deer, did you see the deer at the side of the road there? Wow. I just seen the back side of them. Wow. Just seen their arses jumping up and down. What the fuck's that, jumping up and down the side of the road? Cause a lot of damage, these friggin' things. Okay, so what's going on? Well, yeah, so we're still waiting on getting the interior of the Granada done. Lionheart Interiors is doing it. I don't know exactly when, I don't know when they're planning on doing it exactly. But I mean, I've given them the money for the materials. So I'm kind of hoping to get it done before Christmas anyway. So I'm not exactly sure about that. What else is going on? Getting new doors in the house. The old ones are just fucked. I hope the paint has got to Switzerland okay. I don't know if it has or not. We can only just pray it does. It's be a load of hassle if that goes fucking missing. I actually was honest and I told them exactly what it was worth. What it was worth was what I got paid for it. So, well, I don't know if I did that wrong or not. I don't know if she just said less or more or what. I wasn't sure, you know, and how the customs works and the rest of it, I don't know. What else is going on? So, just say wait and see what happens. Still haven't went away on my holiday yet. I'm gonna get this. The blue. Jeff buys cars, just bragging about his Citroen C3 XTR, doing 72 miles per gallon. So I've got the blue, the Citroen C3 HDI exclusive, yeah? So that's the same engine what he's talking about. But I don't seem to. So I've got it sitting there with the power steering not working, so I need to. I need to get to that next week. Sort of suspicious that the battery's the problem, but I'm not convinced of that. We need to try and find if there's fuses for that electric power steering. What else is going on? We're getting the white van soon as well. I'm in the middle of doing the drive, so I've got slabs to lift. I've got to get a load of hardcore for somewhere, well, gravel. Falkirk tomorrow night, Saturday night. Well, that might be. Time's it? It's 11:15. So we've not exactly got tons of stuff in the back. We've got a bit of stuff, usual. It's not like tons and tons. Last Sunday was good. It really was. I suppose we're just battling other people all the time, aren't we? I think what happens through the week, my emotions go up and down something mad. Right, I've got go down. At the moment I'm alright, I'm back up again. In the morning I was down, feel ridiculous, feel like I'm a waste of time. Everything like that, a lot of negative emotions. So I do these car boots really for my mental health. There's a lot of people that come to them that I chat to about. It's like going to the pub. Yeah. I think there's always somebody going to get over it, isn't there? Because it's dangerous what you're doing. I'm just sitting there thinking, when's the last time you got a diesel? I think we went into Grangemouth to get diesel last time. I've been using the van that much because we used it. We didn't go anywhere last Saturday because of the weather. But that storm was on. And then we went to Glasgow with the car on Sunday. Oh God, fair. Yeah, the gauge is up to quarter. It's got a really weird fuel gauge in it. So I think that I filled it up about probably 3 weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago. guy's right. Maybe I'm a danger. Maybe I should stop doing what I'm doing. Trucks overtaking us. For inspiration, I watched the Alba Galavanta, the truck spotting, because that is what he's doing is pretty much the same as what I'm doing. It's different, but I think the patterns of behaviour are the same. You know, his enthusiasm is for buses, and he's the same as me. He's out looking at buses, riding in buses, on buses every day. It would appear. It seems to be every day. He's doing that. Oh, God. Every day. I like what he does, but I'd like to do more. I'd like to go away more, go away different places. I feel I'm stuck here. I'm stuck here on my own. It's not myself that's got me stuck here. There's no reason that I should be stuck here. It's me that's stopping me from going away and doing things. You know, go different places. I've got like hang-ups in my head about people not liking me and stuff, or people, you know, I've got fears that, and they're very real fears. What is this? What are we catching up on here? Oh, aye. Right. Well, thanks for letting me in. Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Roadworks going on here, people. Aye. So when we get the Renault Kangaroo, we won't be using it right away because of the road tax and insurance. But I think it'd probably cheaper to we'll see how it goes. We'll see we'll see how this stuff fits in it. It's a long wheelbase Renault Kangoo, so and then it'll be cheaper to use it. It'll be cheaper taking it in here than this. Just better miles per gallon. So there's a cat came up and spoke to me today, and I had my phone in my hand, so I just switched on the video, and it got over 1,000 views. Who'd have thought? Who would have thought? Nice cat. Roadworks. So I was in the gender clinic on Tuesday. Ah, God, you know, that is like, that is a complete nightmare. Nobody should ever try and believe that they're in the wrong. Well, it gets me annoyed because so many people on YouTube now talk about gender all the time. There's only 2 genders. There's bollocks. There's fucking loads of genders, and that's why they use the word. If you want to do that, just say there's 2 biological sexes, male and female. Anyway, those that believe that they're in the wrong one and try to change, don't fucking do it. Oh, is that your advice? Aye. I believe it's the wrong thing to do. A woman going on today it was an Irish journalist, and she was asking this woman, going on about what you've got to do if you are arguing with any of them. You have to make sure it's the same as the 20 zones. You have to keep precise. So when they change from terminology within the same sentence, this woman they changed from gender to female, or women to female. You need to stick with the same terminology when you're discussing these things, so we know exactly what we're talking about. Because if you look at the definition of woman, it's changed, which is kind of what Elon Musk was talking about today. I was watching a video of Elon Musk about digital ID, and he was saying what is the norm now isn't going to be the norm in 10 years' time. So the woman is a good example of that. The definition of woman would have been somebody that's married. And has children. And that's changed. So what she was doing was trying. So when you're getting into eugenics, well, all that stuff. So for example, the lady was claiming that this it's in Australia. There's a woman that is at the top of this government organisation. She was a psychologist, a PhD in psychology and all that stuff. And so she was kind of, the video was mocking her for not being able to say what a woman is. But the woman that was mocking her, or the interviewer, I bet she's not had her chromosomes checked. So, oh, have you had your chromosomes checked? What are they? Oh, I haven't had them checked. Well, how do you know you're a woman then? So that's it. You can't actually get that topic. So you got a lot of misinformation about it. Quite a lot. On both sides of the argument, let's just say it that way. Where I'm trying to be in the middle of the argument, not on either side of the other. But nobody ever asked me what I really believe. They don't want to talk to me about that, because it doesn't fit the narrative. So both sides would be unhappy with me. The trans activists would be happy with me because I'm not validating their delusions, and the gender critical feminists won't be happy with me either, because I think they're stuck in Victorian era fucking Britain. So they're not going to like me either. What's the seem if I can celebrate lesbians and bloody extreme feminists who are well, the trans thing's a development of that. That's where it comes from. Feminism. They're responsible for the end of Western civilization. So there's no point sitting there bashing all the trannies and then pretending that they're somehow your friend, because they're not your friend. They are not your friend, and they're not going to be your friend. Never. So I think there's a problem is when men decided to let women be equal, because they're not equal, but they shouldn't have let them be equal, because the result is civilization is going to collapse. Western civilization. nice and empty tonight, but you just never know. You just never know. I might have to wait ages to get in there. Slug road at Masterton. So I think I've got the better of Dean Southgate eventually. He was doing this. This is the guy in the Police Scotland. He's the guy. Well, he's not even. That's not his real name, but he's probably a man. Probably not a woman. Might be a woman. Probably a man who pushes government propaganda on Police Scotland's Facebook page. So I found him arguing with this other guy, and I was reading it all, and it was exactly the same as what was happening with me. Somebody will argue and argue like fuck with someone, and the argument is not genuine. It's not a genuine discussion because there's never a consensus, and they never agree to he never agrees to disagree with anyone. Because that happens to me quite. No, it does happen, yeah, where you can sort of see that you're on the same page in some respects. So he was doing exactly the same to this guy, and I just said to the guy, I said, look, you're wasting your time. I says, you're putting some really good points across. All he's going to do is keep copying and pasting different stuff. It doesn't matter what evidence you put forward or what you say to him, he's just going to come up with more and more stuff. He's getting paid to do this by the government. So you're wasting your time arguing with him. And the guy says, oh, that's right, thanks for telling me that. And they look at his pictures, he's only got one friend and everything. Jeez. And there's this other guy came on arguing as well, and then we realised that was him as well, using a different handle. But the problem really lies with Facebook. You know, it's like anybody can go in there. You know, just whatever name you want on, say whatever you like. Because the government's letting them away with that. Maybe it should be verified. You know, but again, the name that I've got isn't actually my name. But then the name I've got on YouTube, well, so you can say things like you can have a handle. You know, obviously my last name isn't Art, is it? So it's interesting, you see all these speed cameras out of use. What's happened? I'd like to know the truth. The truth. Why they stopped using the speed cameras. Anyway, one of the things that Dean Southgate, the so-called fictitious person, man or woman, said was sources please. So that was the sources for the Freedom of Information request sent to the police in 2024. So no, I'm not sending you the sources, because all he was doing, he would send them the sources and he'd debunk them. He'd debunk everything. You know, it's quite infuriating actually, but you've got to realise this guy's getting paid to argue with everything and everybody about anything to do with 20 zones, speed cameras, any of that stuff. He's there to argue about it. And so you put the truth down and he'll just go away and bring up some other thing to deflect. You'll never go, my gosh, you're right, I admit it, I've been wrong all the time. No, never. So, he'll probably, I don't know what he's going to do. He's going to keep on, I'm just copying and pasting the same answer to him. You're working for the government. Getting there. Seems quite quiet tonight. There's not too much traffic around. first time we've done a full video in here for a while. I wonder if we should go and fill it up at Asda. Well, yeah, it's the same quarter tank. Must be more, it can't be that low. I might do that if I can't get parked. I'm going to fill it up. So it is going to be cheaper using the little white van. Yeah. Cheaper to run. Gauge has not come up very far. It might come up now. We'll go around this corner. Yeah. There's the ambulance. Try and get it to. And maybe I can't remember all that stuff about diesel in this. It's never been a great fuel gauge. This fucking thing is. I don't think it's ever worked properly. But I don't want to chance it, do I? I mean, I don't want to run out of diesel, like for no reason. You know, you don't want to be doing that. I know I've pulled over too early there, but it's better than getting in the way, and I can't drive very fast in this thing. What the fuck happened to your diesel then? about a month, was it 3 or 4 weeks since I filled it up? I suppose that makes sense, aye. I suppose that stands to reason. Yeah. What the hell's going on up here? Coppers are over there, other side of the road. There's a van in front of them. Did they pull a van in? Well, it looks like it. Now there's BP up there. Yeah, they uncovered information about women. This was back when the time of the Second World War. Research about women, that you can't trust them, you know, and they're not. It's sort of psychology and everything. I'm not having a go at women. I'm not having a go at you. If anybody's a woman and you're listening, I'm not having a go at you personally. I want you to be, well, the reality of human nature is what we're talking about. Not a fake sort of fairy tale version, but the truth. The real truth, nothing but the truth. And I'm free from them, I'm free! I don't have to bother about them. I got rejected quite happily. Luckily I got rejected from them. Don't have to put up with them. I think it's because I don't know what it is. I do know. I just don't suit them. I don't capitulate to their demands. And I think that's why they turn nasty on me. Happens every time. Yeah. Oh, Vauxhall there, getting my nerves. Could save money by not coming in here actually. I think it would cost the diesel and everything. Yeah, maybe it was about time stopped doing it, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe it is. Maybe. Is it really worth it? Is the question. You know. Is it worth it? Well, when I was getting lots of stuff for somebody, it was like I needed to shift it, and I sort of had to. But now that it's keyed down a bit, which is easier for me because less work. It means that I don't have to keep, I could use the car, it'd be cheaper. But we're going to get that little van. I think that little white van, it's going to be cheaper. It's going to use so much diesel, is it? Let's look over first. It's not looking promising because there's people turning off. Oh, it's alright. I'll have to go up and get diesel though. That's just a taxi. It's not going to be sitting there for long. But let's go up and get diesel. So we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Should have filled it up in Stirling when I was down at the I knew they were going to do that. I fucking knew it. I knew they were going to do that. The way they come flying down there. No intention of fucking stopping. Fucking arseholes. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Hang on there for a minute. That was £76. So, fuck knows. I don't know where all the diesel's gone. I don't know. I can't remember. I suppose it's been about a month since I've used it. So, I mean, we'll be able to start. Yeah, I think probably the reality is probably yeah, probably start using the little car van. When I've been using this for years, it's not like I don't know what the mileage is. It's like 35 to the gallon or something, or 30 or something. Yeah. It's actually like being in India here. There's loads of Indians. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, right? Here, you go in that Asda. It's a massive amount of Indian population. I actually quite like Indians actually, as it happens, but that's really irrelevant, isn't it? I know they're a bit iffy, some of them, but this is a proper street. See, like the Green Communists in Stirling are wet and fucking ruin streets like this. Well, they've done it in Edinburgh as well. They just haven't got around to ruining this one. But they fucking put bike lanes and and you forget this is what it was actually like. Nice and wide and plenty of space. Anyway, thanks for coming along, thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Bye!